Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Champ and the Tramp. I think we are at, I believe, episode 27. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
27, I think. Today we have our favorite podcast guest ever, Mr. Frankie Perez, back.
Yo.
Mr. Jesse Holt. Ladies love Jesse Holt. We, Lou Grom, Lou the Glue Grom over there, and Jesse actually spent the last, I don't know, 3 hours together.
AKA Lugal.
Shooting together, so we were all together anyway. So we came to Frankie's and we disarmed before we came here, but we brushed up on our shooting skills a little bit.
We defunded them.
Hey now, right
easy.
into it, huh? right into it. Don't even rub it.
Shots fired.
I think it's we're cracking, we're popping over here bad now, Lou. We just started cracking and popping, but came back on. I'm good now. Should be noteworthy that Lou outshot both of us today.
He did.
He did.
100%.
I'm just glad you guys got Lou a chair.
I mean,
I know, right?
the shirt Lou is wearing, it is the Statue of Liberty. What is her nickname?
Holding an AR. Miss Liberty?
Miss Liberty? It's Miss Liberty holding a, what, AR-15 in the air?
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Yo, shout out to Kalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little shout out to
little Kalo plug.
It is, why not? This stuff's banging now.
It is.
It really is.
Bro, they sent me a case the last 2
Cheers.
days. It's great. It is great. How you boys been? How's everything?
Been good, man. We missed you on the podcast.
I know. I'm sorry.
Since the last time you were on here, sir, the world is on fire.
Dude,
It literally
the world,
is.
It is on
The
fire.
world is crazy.
It's crazy.
And I sensed a little bit the last podcast you guys started, like, you got in a little banter about it, which is good.
We're starting to like each other less and less.
Well, I think the biggest thing right now is being able to speak about it and not being afraid to talk about it, and educating yourself about it and what your beliefs are before reading into the fine fucking lines.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to point fingers or anything, but we had a little bit of time upstairs because someone was a little late getting
I was
here.
late. Guys, my bad. I was late. It's my mom's birthday, and I had a long day, but it was my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
So we
Happy
did.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Perez. And we did discuss, obviously, what's going on in the world today. And no matter your point of view on it, and I think we're all close on our points of view, but no matter what your point of view is, how much would you bank on it that you have all the facts and you actually know what's going on? I wouldn't. I just make your best educated guess at what we see, right, from the news, from social media, whatever.
Not bank on the fact that Roger has all the facts.
But what I'm saying is we're just basing it. Oh, Lou, we keep cutting out. I'm like got buzzing going on now in my ears.
That's probably just you. No, I got buzzing too, actually. I don't know. Do the people hear us? Can the people hear us buzzing?
I don't know. I had cracking and popping, and now I got a little bit of buzzing. But anyway, my point is I would not bet any major amount of money that my point of view is correct, because it is just that. It's a point of view, but do I even know what I'm talking about? I mean, if you watch Fox News, you're watching one thing, and you're watching completely the other if you go to CNN or any other channel.
Well, I think nobody should watch the news. I think
agree with that.
The news is, and it's been, bullshit. And I think the news is completely bullshit. I think it's a setup. I think, listen, everything that's going on right now, right, with before even the protesting and all that, with coronavirus.
Agreed. I think
all right.
we all agree on that.
Yeah, before the protesting, where coronavirus was at the beginning stages, right? It came out as this virus, right? It's gonna, and all these deaths and all this, it's sneak attack. It came in, nobody knew about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it blew up to this thing. Now we have to be quarantined, right? And now it's starting. You see, you go in public, and it's like you're in a store, bro, and you're normal, but everybody's kind of looking at you. You know what I'm saying? So what does that tell you? Like, people are scared of this, and that's why coronavirus is so big. It's fear driven right now. Everything is fear driven. When they scare you, then you're going to start thinking, oh, now all these lives, everybody's dying from this coronavirus. Now it's like, bro, I can't sit next to Jesse. You know what I mean? Go sit over there. Like, yo, do you got it? Like, listen, I'm a very welcoming person. All day, every day, I say, "What's up?" If I never met you before, yo, what's up, bro? Give me, you know what I mean? Now I walk into a store, bro, and it's like, what's up? Right. You know what I mean? Like
you still like that?
I'm not like that at all. But I'm saying people look at me, bro. I got barbecue on Sunday, right? I go to Jersey Shore barbecue, right? Bro, I walk in.
Jersey Shore meats.
I walk in. The guy goes, "All right, your order, whatever."
Mid meats.
Mid meats.
Mid Shore meats.
Mid Shore meats. That's it. Shut up, Frankie.
Jersey Shore meats.
Bro, I walk in. Guy's got it. You know,
Roger lives at that address.
Kid's on a roll, man. He's on a roll. He's on a roll. Should have lost weight a long time ago.
That's right. You started those things, right? Those little.
He's talking about me.
I can't fucking win, man. I can't win.
Anyway, so you know it's takeout. So you walk in, they have everything on the table. I go, all right. I give him my card, right? He goes, oh no, it's right there, bro. Like right on the table. So I do the fucking thing. He goes, park right in front. I'll bring it out to you. Bro, I go and grab the food. I go and grab the food from him, and as a normal person, you hand me a bag, I'm going to put my hand around the loops, right? My hand touches his hand, bro, and let me tell you something. And we just like, he looks at me with this face on, like, what the fuck are you doing touching? Mind you, like, our hands
When was this?
Sunday.
What?
Sunday. Okay? So, like, he didn't say anything, but just by his vibe and his look, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on in this world? You know what I mean?
He's a sheeple.
Like, but that's where the world is right now. It's like they need fear.
But now the WHO says asymptomatic people can't even pass it, and CDC saying it's not even on services anymore. So they've been saying bullshit since day one. But at least they're saying shit people are not should lessen the fear.
Well, the thing is now is there's so much information, right? So when like shit like this came out back in the day, Ebola, HIV, all this shit started popping off, the information was in the news, and that was it. Whatever was out on the news was what you believed.
Like,
you know what I mean?
News on the TV.
Right, the news on the TV. But now is so much social media. There's so much media out there, bro.
Yeah.
There's Google. That, you know, growing up, it was what to find information? Ask Jeeves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if that, you know?
He had to ask fucking Bob the why.
Oh, he's on I'm not even stopping him. He's on a roll.
But there's so much information. I mean, you go on Instagram right now, and you can fucking find anything about anything. And on YouTube,
overload.
What?
Information overload.
Information overload. That's why it's hard to say what's right and what's wrong.
But it is information overload. But you can literally look at something in print or in even, you know, on media, mainstream media, and then flip the channel, and it's something completely
different.
Fucking different.
Completely different.
You know what I mean?
And when you listen to, like, I send some shit to Frankie, you know, and like him and I go back and forth, and he's like, yo, Renee's kind of on this shit too. And you have to watch how you speak about this stuff.
You do.
Because some people,
that
makes them scared knowing what is really going on. But then it's a flip side. It's like, are they just fucking with us on that end? You know, it's like, it's a mind fuck. But like, I firmly believe, and I'll say this out loud, I think coronavirus was a setup. I think all these protests is all paid for. All right,
100%.
And I think this has a lot to do with the deep, dark fucking government and that nobody's talking about. And you know, nobody's talking about the election. Nobody's talking about Hillary Clinton got her trial postponed.
Correct.
You know, nobody's talking about the pedophiles.
Correct.
Okay. George Floyd is the millennial Rodney King right now, right? Yes. What happened to him? And listen, I'll get into the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I don't mind talking about this shit. What happened to him is disgusting. That guy all those cops should be crucified. That was terrible. Okay.
Name one person that disagrees with that.
It's terrible. Right. Okay. And I'm not against protesting. You want to get your point across? Listen, protesting has been happening forever. Okay. We get it. And, you know, we've lived a life that we're not black, so we've never had to deal with that, but I'm sure every one of us has a friend that is, or have seen it and been around it and been disgusted. You know what I'm saying? It's just a natural thing, right? But the rioting is completely pointless, okay? When they did it in Ferguson, how are you going to riot, okay? You're upset. This guy died, and it sucks. And I hate that, what's her name? Candace Brown.
Owens?
Candace Owens. Bro, I can't stand that chick, bro.
Really?
She should have been born white. You know what I mean? Because she always always turns down like whoever's wrong, like George Floyd, for instance. Oh, I don't know why everybody's praising this guy. He's a drug addict. He's been in and out of jail. That's not the point here. Nobody's praising him. It's what happened into the scenario.
No, see, now I'm gonna take umbrage to that. David Dorn, do you know his name?
Yeah.
Okay. So why is there not? David Dorn is a hero. He served his community for 38 years. He was police chief. He succeeded in his life. He was helping a friend out, a family friend, guard their pawn store business, and he was assassinated. He was killed cold blood by another 24-year-old black man, and hardly anybody knows the man's name. There is a difference between character merit and how you live your life. Now, nobody will disagree that George Floyd was murdered. Absolutely, the cops should be persecuted and everything else. But why is David Dorn not all over the news?
Because he's got too good of a story.
Why is nobody protesting that David Dorn was killed? Why?
Because he's got too good of a story, bro. They need the negativity out there. Not to cut you off. When's the last time you saw somebody fucking win the lottery on the news? When's the last positive thing you saw on the news?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
When's the last positive thing you ever saw on the news? It's even running in the gym, bro. You're in the fucking gym trying to fucking get a workout in, and on the news it's kidnappings, murders, fucking fires, this, that. Like, what the fuck?
It's an agenda.
You know, like...
I can't hear it, Jesse, on the mic. I don't know.
Put it in your mouth.
I can hear him.
Swallow it. Swallow it.
Your mic's not on, buddy. It's not on? No, gotcha. It's all good.
Oh, his was the one popping?
No,
you want a social distance? But, yeah, bro. And like, Candace Owens is like digging deep in like, oh, this guy was not a good person. And it's fine. Neither was Rodney King. Rodney King died from alcoholism. Okay, he had a problem.
Doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Doesn't mean you're bad. That's what I'm saying.
But this guy was supposedly holding guns to babies to women's bellies.
Right, I saw that. That could have been a bad drug deal.
And it doesn't. And it doesn't matter. That you're right.
I think that's a real stretch to say that's a bad drug deal.
I'm just saying it could have been anything. Right, it could have been anything.
And it doesn't matter that he did that because that cop should not have done anything like that.
You know they work together.
I know. That's what's crazy.
A life is a life. I totally agree with that. I totally do agree with that. But the point is facts matter, right? I mean, facts definitely matter. And if she's just presenting facts about whether it be about his life or not, I mean, they do matter. But why is nobody talking about David Dorn's and the 11 other people that were murdered during this time? There's no mention of them.
Right.
If a life is a life, and every life has value, which it does, why do some become pivotal points that these huge movements are done over, and others are just completely ignored? I don't understand that.
Because I feel like it's all a game, bro. I feel like it's all a fucking. They were waiting for something to break loose. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't people
perfect storm.
We're not the brightest crew down here, especially Frankie. If we can see through that and figure it out, why can't other people? That this is a pivotal political move. There's no question about it.
Well, I think a lot of people do realize that. A lot of people do.
You're right. A lot of people do, and I was one of them. Because I was one of those people that I don't give a shit what election's going on. I don't care who's in office. I just live my life. I don't let anything in the news bother me, and it is what it is. Why this has struck me so hard, like me and my boy VJ, like talk about this shit all the time, and he really got me more into it. And I'm not big on conspiracy, whatever, but I do like to educate myself on. I don't want to be surprised. I feel like that's how all we are. Like, oh, it's we don't have to talk about it, but like let's just know about it. Let's watch some videos. Let's read, and when all this shit started breaking loose, I feel like I lost my fucking train of thought. Where the fuck was I going? What did you just ask me?
You picked a bad year to not be surprised. 2020 has been full of them.
Bro.
You're not surprised about all this?
No, I am. I'm not surprised. But I'm saying, that's what I was saying. I didn't want to know about what was going on in the world. I didn't care. I just worried about my life.
Blinders on. I talk about it all the time.
And now, since it's hitting so close to home, my brother did 8 years in the Marine Corps, did 3 tours, sacrificed his life during 9/11, okay? He was out there, front line, fucking doing his thing. Now he moved his family to West Virginia, okay? Great family, doing he's a Customs Border Patrol officer out there, right? Did his time, he's chilling now. Now he's got his career, in another 10 years he'll retire, and that's it, he's living his life. Now he's got to come to Washington, D.C., for all the protesting and rioting and defend the White House now because they want to riot, right, to get a point across, right? Why is breaking, burning, destroying cities that people not only white, but are black, Asian, immigrants, have worked their whole lives to start these businesses that are one of you, but you're destroying it to get your point across. They're burning down Section 8 homes that are Section 8 housing.
They're clearly being manipulated into
Absolutely.
doing that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Paid. Well, so why are there pallets of cinder blocks and bricks on street corners?
We should make the clarification that there's nothing. We all agree there's nothing wrong with peaceful protests. That's what America
Absolutely
is
not.
about. But there are flame starters. There are, what do they call them? They have a name. I'm drawing a total blank. Accelerators. No, there's another name too. But anyway, that are brought into that excite the crowd. They're exciters, I guess is what they call them. That excite the crowd and get the mass group of the crowd into this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then it just goes bad from there. And then the police have no choice but to get involved.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, you got you hear things on both sides. Supposedly they're saying
Gaslighting. That's
cops are leaving those bricks.
Yes.
Cops,
yes. There was a video on
they say
Instagram.
Cops are leaving the bricks, so then when people can use them, they can use excess force.
Bro, there was an Instagram video that got ripped down.
Okay, so the cops right now are literally being assassinated and tried in every possible way for what happened to George Floyd. And I'm saying the accountable parties should be they should get the death penalty, in my opinion. I'm fine with that, or go to prison for the rest of their life, whatever the justice system says. But what would, if I'm not saying you're suggesting that idea, but the concept of cops leaving brick pallets around, how would that help their image in any way, shape, or form? You think
It's
there's
not
that many dirty cops?
I have something else.
What?
So I heard what I heard was George Soros was behind that, and he kind of
how does the involvement with the police come in?
Antifa.
Right, I understand. That's believable.
That's something that's going around the internet right now.
That's believable, but I'm saying the concept that cops are doing it, to me, is so far fetched that it's too far fetched for me to
Listen, there's so much crazy details out there.
No, I don't think cops.
Right.
I think it was George Soros.
Well, George Soros is the money behind it. Yeah.
George
Right.
Soros
He's not. You don't think he's out there with a wheelbarrow dropping?
He's the money guy.
But it's funny because whether it's the cops or not the cops, there's still pallets of bricks being put out. And they're seeing people destroy these towns. Listen, I have a friend, a colleague of mine that lives in New York City. Right outside of her balcony, you see the Empire State Building. She lives right there on whatever the fuck street it is, bro. Every night she films fucking protesting, and they're breaking into the same fucking stores, bro. Bayside in Miami, okay. Bayside's an outdoor mall. Top of the line fucking stores in there, going through there and just destroying all these stores. In Miami? Wow. Bro, it's like, what are we getting across here? I get the Black Lives Matter. Like what and what happened to George Floyd, but what is the point to all of this?
Correct.
Right?
And I guarantee you that if you ask them, almost nobody could articulate why.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. When this shit broke loose, they destroyed that Target. Yeah. What the fuck are you getting out of going down the toy section and pulling out? Coming out. Are you kidding me? This is the world that we live in?
Listen, I think people have been pent up in their houses for months. A lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people are don't have money. They're stressed out. This is a reason to get that shit out.
Yeah.
I'll believe that. It's true.
Yeah, and you hear it too. People say, listen, these people have been persecuted for so long, and they're finally had enough, and now we're getting attention by doing this. That's what some people say. Right. I'm not saying it's right. I think I could see if that was the case, and if they really feel like they're getting persecuted and taken advantage of, and this is the only way to get it out. If that was really the case, but you still feel bad for the people that are looting, the innocent people that are dying, like that's messed up.
Yeah, so the life of George Floyd was worth the other 11 lives that were taken during this time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. You feel bad. You feel bad for those people, no matter what. Like, say this was a righteous, and who knows what, if it's a righteous movement or just people want to wow out, or group, mob mentality type thing. But at least, wait, where was I going with it?
See, I'm not the only one. It's a Frank thing. See, I'm not the only one. At least.
Good. This side of the room is getting smarter now, and then because usually it's over here. So.
You got me today.
This is the thing too, bro. Oh, so you got it?
No.
Did it come back?
Let's throw a line out, bro.
Come on.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Bro, but this is the thing too. Like, I don't feel also like racism. Yeah, racism has always been around, whether we've dealt with it or seen it or whatever.
Okay, stop real quick. it has been around for sure, and
Yeah.
it still exists in systemic racism, whatever you want to call it. It was a part of our culture for 400 years. Nobody's denying that. But why does it continue? In my opinion, because nobody stops talking about it. Like,
Nobody.
If it never gets out of the conversation.
This is the thing. Racism has always been around.
Mm-hmm.
Racism didn't get worse. It's just getting more recorded, and it's getting put out there more. The same thing with Amy Cooper, okay? That fucking dumb blonde in New York City. That dumb chick.
I don't think she's a blonde.
Oh, not a blonde, whatever. That dumb chick in New York City. Did you hear about it?
Yeah, they're passing a bill over.
Yeah.
They're trying
I mean,
to,
like shit like that, bro.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? You know, it's like I just don't. And the fact that all this happens now, it's an election year. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about Hillary Clinton shit. Like, why is nobody talking about that right now? Like, why has that just been passed over? You haven't seen that in the news?
What, her being in Supreme Court?
Yeah, she was supposed to testify, and now because of all this shit going on, it got postponed. All the emails about child molestation and pedophilia. Her emails about pedophilia.
I thought she tried to be acquitted of that, and she was. I thought.
Yeah, because they're making her testify.
Right now, she has to.
Yeah.
She lost her trial. She lost in court, and
right.
And I don't know when it's scheduled for, but she has to come back and actually atone and attest for those emails, right?
And it's going to keep postponing,
right?
Because it's a money thing,
Absolutely.
bro. They're fucking. She's evil, bro.
Yeah.
She's evil.
The Clinton Foundation. You watched the documentary on it?
What, the Clinton? No, I just.
mean, and I'm not saying documentaries can't be swayed, but listen, you got to get your information from somewhere,
right?
Knowledge is power. Drink in as much as you can, and then form your own viewpoints. But if you watch that documentary, you'll have a very different take on what that foundation actually is.
Right. Well, that's like the new Epstein one.
Yeah.
You guys watch the new Epstein one?
Yep.
I
thought it was.
Yet.
I thought it sucked. I don't know. What do you think?
I thought sucked how? Well, not worthy of a documentary.
I feel like if I can tell you a story about the table, I'm going to tell you the best story about the table, but you'll never know how they made the table in detail.
But I thought
I heard this. I heard this too.
People they interviewed were
yes,
the guy that worked
survivors.
on the island. No, the guy that the survivors especially, but the guy that worked on the island.
The best point.
I thought, bro, what did he have to gain by he quit because he had 2 teenage daughters?
That was the only good part about the whole thing.
I thought it was worth. I thought it was worth a watch.
I heard in I didn't watch it, but I heard in the documentary that they just made it seem like Epstein was the only guy. He was the evil guy, like.
Bro.
And then there's so many more people involved.
No,
the guy that I'm talking about brought the British guy, the royalty guy. What was his name?
Yeah, he's the prince.
He said he saw him in the pool with the young girl. He saw Bill Clinton there.
Andrew.
Yeah, Prince Andrew. Yeah,
Andrew. He saw Bill Clinton.
Wait,
this
guy said this.
He
he
said
it on this documentary.
He didn't say. Wow. He did say he didn't see Bill Clinton with a girl, but he saw Prince Andrew
having lunch.
Yeah, having lunch. But he did say that, and the guy had nothing to gain. He quit.
He's got air to fucking gain.
This is the thing. The documentary.
Air in the morning of the game.
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose. Yeah.
I'll break down the documentary really quick. They talked about his pyramid. The way he did it. It was like a pyramid. I get like a pyramid fucking Ponzi scheme. Right. You get one girl. All right. Hey, tell your friends. You know what I mean?
Wait, he had a Ponzi scheme with chicks.
Yeah, that's how he started getting them, bro. He started with one. And then, hey, tell your friends, if you have other friends, massage me for $200, right? So, bro, these girls are young, coming from broken homes. Oh, $200, yeah, just a massage, cool. And then it just started fizzling. So one girl was like, yo, I brought like 20 chicks. Another girl was like, oh, I brought like 40 or 50. So it was like the girls were working for him. You know what I'm saying? Without knowing that they were working for him.
Yeah.
But like, bro, it like skimmed over. Bro, I knew more shit going on in that documentary than they fucking talked about. Oh, Bill Clinton says he was never been to the island. Ghislaine says she had nothing to do with any of this shit.
Well,
Come on.
Ghislaine was really, she was sort of, she was so involved in that whole thing. She was sort of the madam of it all.
Right,
you know
right, right.
Who's Ghislaine?
His like,
girlfriend.
Yeah. But
Epstein's girl?
Yeah. Oh, she had not. Come on, bro. You're flat out saying these girls are flat out saying, oh, she did this and then they won't put her on, but they write in like subtitles. Ghislaine says that she had no part of any of this and did not know. Give me a fucking break, bro.
Well,
come on.
I mean, they outed her, I guess, and that. Right?
Yeah,
Most
but
people
still,
feel the same, no?
Yeah, but still, it's like, come on.
She's not going to talk about it. Of course, they're,
Yeah, but I'm saying they could have went a little deeper. I feel like they could have went a little. If they were going to put it out,
who really wants to talk about it?
Nobody, but
Nobody
it needs to be spoken about.
I know, but dude, is someone gonna is Bill Clinton gonna get held accountable if say it all that all that shit's true?
He should. I feel like with this, like what Trump's trying to do right now is take all of them out. Like
that's the crazy shit with this whole conspiracy stuff, man. Honestly.
So when coronavirus went off, and I'll break this to you, when coronavirus first broke out, right? The first 3 weeks of coronavirus, everybody saw the National Guard boat in New York City, right? The big white boat with the fucking
one that came.
Yeah. So there was a Navy SEAL that put a photo out and says no. I forget exactly quote, but nobody talks about what's really going on. In the first 3 weeks of coronavirus, he posts, we saved 67,000 kids from a pedophilia ring in New York City.
Thank you.
Okay? Posted out. Guess what? It got retweeted. Every time it got retweeted, deleted.
Okay, but wait.
Really?
But they don't talk about that shit.
Wait. Slow down.
Yeah,
Slow down.
yeah.
Slow down.
I was ready for this tonight, bro.
The number, 67,000 people. Okay,
children.
Where?
In New York City.
How?
Were they in a fucking baby mill?
Bro.
There's not a place. Okay, so where are they all? This is just.
Well, listen,
they have them in a Javits Center.
This is just names in like some sex ring database, or this is actual kids.
Well, they had a full number, bro. It wasn't like a rounded off number. It was like 67,300, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, they broke down the number.
What I'm saying is they're actually being harbored in a place where they're not with any relatives or anything like that, or they're just part of some.
They just busted him in Colombia. A guy undercover.
Colombia is a lot different than New York City.
Listen, how they do this, bro. In Colombia, this is all one big circle. In Colombia, this undercover went out there. Hey, you know, if you watch the story, this is a very quick story breaking it down. It's like a 15-minute video how he tells the story. But so this guy.
Wait, you didn't want a video like that because it was about watching the table. A 15-minute video would never explain it enough to you, though.
No, it was just quick to detail. So this guy has a orphanage. I think it was in Africa, right? Okay. His son ended up getting kidnapped and sex trafficked. How did he know that? Because after they kidnapped his son, they called him, hey, we need a ransom, 100, whatever. He sends the money, no kid. A couple months later, yo, send the money, we'll give you your kid. No money. Okay, this undercover cop says, yo, I'm going to go out there, help this dude, see what happens. Finds out where these guys kind of hang out, right? He's on vacation. Guy hits him up. He finds out this guy, hey, you know, you need anything, drugs, whatever. Oh, you need kids, whatever it is. Like, in broad, this is a very broad story. Yeah, no problem. Bro, they send him out. He goes, okay, listen, we're going to go out to this island. Okay, go out to this island. We'll be there at 3 o'clock. He's hanging out there, bro. So all the cops went up there, set up cameras and shit. I'll send you the video. It's in my fucking inbox. Set up cameras, whatever. This dude shows up with a fucking boatload of kids, bro. A boatload. 15, 20 kids with like 4 other dudes.
Colombia is a lot different than the United States.
It's the same shit, bro. What do you mean?
No, it's not.
It's the same shit. Just because it's not on the surface, bro. Just because we're not in fucking boats and cabanas doesn't mean.
Are you saying these are American kids? Or are these
all over the place? So let me finish.
The ones in New York.
The 67.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know in detail, bro. It was quick. It went up and went down.
Google how many kids go missing a year in America. I'm just curious.
So, that's another thing. Kids show up, whatever, you know, he's like, oh, pick them out, 11, 15, 13, whatever. Bro, a party of little kids, you can choose from them. Little kid comes up to him, and this is when the guy starts breaking down. Little kid comes up to me and goes, hey, do you have any cocaine or anything? He's like, before the guys, you know, before anything happens, they kind of give me something, you know, so I'm not that scared.
That's on a video.
On video. I'll send it. I'll send it to you guys.
Wait, the little kid, do you see a
telling
kid
him,
saying this?
No. The guy's explaining the story because it was undercover. Think about it, and they ended up rating it. One of the fucking girls.
So it's not an actual video of the kid saying it.
No. The guy's telling the story. It's a undercover raid. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they fucking raid the place. You know what? There was like they arrested 4 dudes and 1 chick that used to be Miss Columbia or some shit like that. Yo, this is a deep, dark fucking thing. So what your story is? What number you're gonna come up with? How many kids go missing a year? Right? Go ahead, say the number. 460,000. 460,000. Okay.
A year.
Yeah.
Wake
the fuck up.
In the U.S.
Wake the fuck up.
Wait. Go 460,000 go missing and are never found.
Year?
In the United States,
bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
How many get found? But
missing every year.
Okay, but listen, I bet you more than half get reported missing because you say you fucking take your kids one day and Jenny gets pissed. My fucking husband.
That's why I want to know the number of actual kids.
I bet you that's not even half.
Really?
I bet you that's not even half. Let me tell you something what's out there and what a lot of people don't want to talk about either. There's fucking breeder parents out there.
That's
all right?
just what
There's fucking breeder parents out there. There's parents out there that get paid, a mother, whatever, parents, not parents, a fucking mom, whatever, a hooker.
What the fuck are you searching on the internet?
Listen, bro, just listen. There are breeder parents out there that get paid by the government just to have fucking children. No birth certificate.
Government.
Get paid by the government. No birth certificates, no nothing. They get sent out, and they, whatever. You have a kid, boom, they sent it out. Truck shows up, see you later.
Where do you guys meet on Thursdays to have these conversations?
Where the fuck? Underground.
They meet on Flat Earth.
Listen, I don't know about, I don't know about underground. I don't know. Yeah, you talk about Flat Earth to this guy?
Never.
This guy's seen more Earth than all of us times 10. You know what I mean?
But wait a minute, wait. Jesse, I don't know if you'll talk about it, but Jesse will take you down some fucking rabbit holes that scare the fuck out of me. But that was a rabbit hole there. But and it's sort of believable because he said Colombia. The number in America bothers me way more than that Colombia story. But talk about that, bro. You talked about some crazy shit.
But wait. Back to Frank. Where are you getting this information?
Bro, it's all over the internet. It's all over social media. Bro, you just got to find it. Let me tell you something. Did you see Pizzagate, episode 2?
Pizzagate?
Pizzagate, the video. Remember those videos I was sending you? Remember the one that got ripped down? You were like, yo, it's not even up anymore?
Yeah, the pandemic joint?
No, there was another one. It's Pizzagate. Pizzagate was one of the YouTube videos that started the whole pedophilia thing. And it went,
meaning the animal.
Pedogate. Pedogate. Okay. Whatever. Pedogate. Whatever. We're fucking grammar specialists here. That's the one that got fucking ripped. Bro, in 24 hours, that video had 12 million hits. 24 hours, 12 million hits. Why so many, bro? Why so many? Okay? Now let me break this down to you. Pizzagate number 2. All about Tom Hanks. Why was Tom Hanks the first celebrity to fucking get coronavirus in Australia?
Thank you.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, no, I'm interested.
All right.
I'm totally interested. I just don't know. I mean, I feel like I live in the fucking Matrix if this is really going on.
This is going on, bro. Listen, this is going on. This is what people have to understand. This is what's going on. It's whether you want to know what's going on or not. Nothing's going to change.
So you're saying, though, if this is going on, nobody ever gets held accountable?
Nobody.
Well, then
nobody.
Then why do we want to live on this fucking planet?
Well, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't want to know, and a lot of people are just fucking completely. That's why I'm saying there's so much information out there now. It's every day, bro. Tell me one day you can't go on your Instagram without seeing some information about it right now.
I agree, but I agree.
You know what's going on in Venezuela?
Socialism.
What?
Yeah, right.
What's going on in Venezuela, a lot of people don't understand is they're starving, right? They're starving, and the government and the citizens are all fighting, right? But what's in Venezuela?
Oil.
Mines. Oil, right? Mm-hmm. What are the batteries made of?
Lithium, right?
Right. No, there's something else in there. It's slipping my mind. What's batteries are made? What is in these batteries? They mine out, right? And they create these batteries. The government is controlling those mines and not letting citizens work there. So they're fucking trying to buy. It's a fucking fiasco right now. And the only reason why I know this is because I have a relative that is close to me that works for the FBI. And her and I went at it the other night. And we were just talking about information. And she was just like, how the fuck do you know all this shit? You know what I mean? And she was like, yo, you're spot on with this. And then she started breaking down. So there's a whole nother deep, dark fucking world happening in Venezuela. And they think it's socialism and, these people aren't eating whatever. But no, it's all about the fucking mines and what's going on over there.
Who's trying to get in control of the mines?
The government. Our government's trying to control their fucking mines.
Our government.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's lots of, rich nations. And Iraq and Afghanistan, they're rich in oil. Why doesn't this happen in other regions and other areas?
Listen, bro, we'll never find the day we end up finding out real stories. We won't be on this earth, or it'll all be over. You know what I mean? I mean, look, you follow Alex Jones, fucking guy. He's questionable sometimes, though. He's questionable sometimes.
Some intergalactic demons.
Yeah. I mean, he's questionable sometimes.
He's out there.
Only because I feel like they're buying him a little bit. Because he'll say something, and then like 6 months later, he'd be like, well, I don't know, it was a little questionable. You know what I mean? Like, but watch Pizzagate number 2. Okay,
I've never even heard of it.
Pizzagate number 2. I'll send it to you.
I'm scared to even type that in my phone.
I'll send it to you, and it talks about the deep dark web. What?
No, DuckDuckGo if you're scared to type it in your phone.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
Yo, so Tom Hanks is like one of the biggest pedophiles on the fucking planet.
What makes you say that? That's what I want to know. What makes you guys say that?
I'm with Frankie on this.
He's one of the, because these guys.
Forrest Gump, bro.
I know. And when you watched it, bro, when you find out about this, it makes so much more sense on like his characters, how he acts, you know, certain things that he does. But he takes pictures of dirty gloves, right? He takes pictures of dirty gloves. Petergate talks all about that.
Why?
Him and his dirty gloves, and then the one dirty glove that he had, in it said.
Wait, stop! You just looked at Frankie and sort of me and said, like, he takes pictures of dirty gloves, right? No, I don't fucking know that.
You guys got to watch this. You guys got to watch this.
Where is he posting this on Instagram?
Yeah, he's posted right on his Instagram, bro.
I feel like I follow him, bro. I feel like I follow him.
So coronavirus, right? He got coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard about Tom Hanks ever again, right?
I agree.
Okay, you haven't heard.
He hosted Saturday Night Live.
Did he? Did he?
I seen that video.
Did he?
I seen that video.
Did he?
I don't know. I don't know. Why? What do you think? Okay, do you think he was? Where do you think he was?
I think it was
typewriter.
You think someone else?
I saw the
You think someone
typewriter,
else?
the
You think
Corona
someone
typewriter.
else?
I think it was a D-face, bro.
Yeah.
So
I think it was a setup. It was or it was pre-recorded.
You know.
So do you think
his brother does his
is
voiceovers?
ever going to be held accountable? Do you think if all this is true,
I think he'll.
will he ever be held accountable?
So where is Tom Hanks right now?
I don't know where he's at. This is the thing, though. This is the thing, though. It's like, yo, we know all this information, and then people ask questions like, oh, where is this now? And what, like trying to ask us facts, but we're just getting the facts that are out in the universe.
I don't know
taking them, writing them down.
I don't know that you can call it fact. I don't call anything fact. Frankie's going to make fun of me, but the guy's never been tried. Nothing's ever been proven. So how is it a fact?
That's the thing. It's like, yo, there's so much information out there about the pedophilia rings and Pizzagate and all this shit, but.
I can find a lot of information about Earth being flat, too.
The CIA and the government run the news channels.
I agree.
So they're going to be put.
I agree with that. Six major.
Absolutely, bro. CNN all day, bro. The CIA owns CNN.
Right.
Okay. And where does that all circle back to? Who owns CNN?
Ted Turner, right? No.
Ted Turner. No. Who owns ESPN?
I don't know.
Disney.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
CNN owns Disney?
Well, didn't Disney just buy Fox?
Look at Disney shit. Look at all Disney's movies. There's all subliminal messages in there.
Didn't.
Fuck. Yo, look it up.
This guy's about to flip the futon.
It's crazy now.
He's going to flip the table. He's like, I told you I wanted to know about the table.
Didn't Disney just get bought out by, didn't Fox just get bought out by Disney?
Yep.
It just did, right? Not too long ago?
Yeah, bro.
The whole Fox property. Wait, the whole Fox property.
I wish I had Lugal.
Bro,
yo, listen. Since this is already going down some crazy rabbit holes, and I didn't know.
See, but why do they say rabbit holes?
Well, again,
you know what I mean? That's what it's called because they
came from fucking the CIA.
Because
they go, hey, you go down a rabbit hole. Now you're crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you,
100%.
I just think a rabbit hole is just you digging in and you're digging. I think to me a rabbit hole is like you're digging into something. Oh, you're digging into something.
You're digging.
There's nothing wrong with
almost
digging.
like surfing the web.
There's nothing wrong with digging. There's nothing wrong with digging. There's nothing wrong with digging. But I don't think you can call it fact.
They just killed a conspiracy guy on YouTube. They just killed him.
We're next.
Well, then you better stop fucking talking.
No, I'm going to talk about it. Yo, this is the same thing, right? And actually, I got a lot of positive feedback from it, but that's the positives only the ones that came through. I didn't get any negative come through. But last Tuesday was Blackout Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm. No, wait. When you say positive feedback, like
and I'll get to the
like in the air. You got positive feedback?
Yeah, in the Matrix, bro.
Like, or just like is that like someone talked to you? Positive feedback?
Yeah, like people DM'd me.
Oh,
like positive
physically,
feedback.
I thought like, yeah, but you're getting a little crazy. Like,
nah.
I felt the positive.
Yeah, no, the way the sun hit me,
I was grounded and.
You're gonna urge yourself.
So last Tuesday was Blackout Tuesday, right? Let's silence the internet and let's black it all out in tribute to Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all this stuff, right?
Wasn't that the day Clinton went to trial?
What?
No.
It was around that time.
It was an election day, though.
It was an election day. It was a voting day.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing. Everybody posts this black screen, right? And it's for this. There's three things that go on here. There's people that are actually supporting it and want to do that. There's people that think it's a fucking trend and they're just gonna put the black thing because they want to put the black thing, right? Then there's there's the third person. The third person is, how can I not put this up because people are going to think I'm racist? So now,
if I don't,
right? So now we're bullying people off on social media to put this black square on, right? Yeah. Now, I want you guys to go on your phone and type in hashtag Black Lives Matter and see wherever the first video is. Check it out. It's fucking all blacked out. Well, now, actually, it's this Tuesday, so you probably got to search around. But when you go on Black Lives Matter, bro, it brings all that information down to the bottom. And now where's all the protesting, where's all the rioting, where's all the shit, right? So that came from Sony Music Group. Sony Music Group is a company that handles, all these live DJs going live on YouTube, right? And trying to have a positive vibe and all this shit. And they're ripping down any Sony Music Group DJ lives or any of that shit. They're controlling that. So now they're controlling on what music is going out there, and now they're controlling on what you're going to post and quiet us. You shouldn't have to quiet us. We're supposed to speak our minds. We're supposed to be able to, it's a freedom of speech, right? So we got a lot of banter because I have a Zumba studio, right? So people were like, "Oh, you guys can't go live. It's everybody in the dance community, nobody's dancing because we're all protesting." No, we're not going to fucking protest, okay? And me and my partner had a conversation. We got in a little argument, but not really. She agreed with me. And I go, we're not going to stay quiet. We're not going to listen to what they're going to tell us. They already shut our businesses down. They already shoved us in our houses. They already cut our paychecks. And now that shit's starting to come out, the only thing we have is these live streams. Now we have to stay quiet for a whole day? Fuck you. Yeah. This is them showing them that they can control you that easily with just an Instagram post. Now they're telling you what to post and why to post it. For what reason? Think about that? Yeah. Think about that, bro. Think about it.
100%, bro.
Think about it. I mean, I think you can still post something in solidarity and still fucking go.
Absolutely, but your choice. Yeah. Right. But your choice. Right.
Well, I think I think this is key. You have to decide what it means to you. Now,
exactly.
Other people's interpretation can be whatever the fuck it wants. We had a conversation about it the morning of, Frankie, Jesse, and I. Yeah. And we were perfectly fine with standing in solidarity that what happened to George Floyd was completely wrong, and that's why we posted it. In hindsight, we may have represented something completely different that we didn't know we were part of.
Yep.
So I feel a little like I feel like I was a little duped by not knowing. But to us, I think I speak on all behalf that we absolutely stood in solidarity that George Floyd was murdered, and our hearts were with him, and with
our intent was in the right place.
Absolutely.
Were we duped by what you're saying? It's highly possible.
There's so many other ways to going around it. So what did we do? Right. We still had live class. Right. We made everybody wear black. Okay, and all the music that we did was like strong, powerful, positive music. All right, and that's the way we tributed. That's how we did our thing. And listen, why in silence? Yeah. Why quiet us?
No. Some people are burning down shit. Fuck it.
We've talked a lot about that since it happened, and we're not sure, if what we did was a representation of what we wanted to represent. We're not sure, but you can't take it back.
You can't take it back.
What's done is done.
What's done is done. But that's what people need to see. What's going on? Right. It's like now they're telling you what they want to tell you on the news, right? Like, oh, this is going on, X, Y, and Z is going on. But is that really going on? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait. But I can't question you and call it a rabbit hole?
Absolutely. You can. You can question me, and then we can talk about it, and we don't need to argue. That's the thing is they need this. They need the fighting. They need the fighting. They need people to say, no, black, no, blue, no, purple, no, Jewish, no, Chinese.
They want us divided.
They need that. They need that. Because what? It's just a distraction. They're distracting us from what's really going on.
They're distracting us because they're going to steal your fucking kid.
This is not the fucking peak. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's definitely something bigger coming.
What is the end game? What is the end game?
We don't know, man.
Globalism?
But this is like how communism starts.
Well, yeah, but...
Did you see that video with the KGB guy, defected from the 70s? This was that video from 1975. He defected from USSR. KGB guy. He says that, like in the video, like pretty much Russia is brainwashing and changing our ideology in America to be more socialist, to be more communist, to be more like liberal, to not be patriotic. Like it's almost bad to be a patriot.
It's fucked up.
And this was he's saying if we do something about it now, right now, we can get ahead of it. This was in *75. Obviously, we didn't do shit about it.
Yeah,
So
we went backwards.
So pretty much, they accomplished their fucking goals.
Right. But like it's so fucking crazy, right? I lost my train of thought again. Fuck.
Wait.
I'm sober. I'm
Yeah,
sober.
you went at it too.
You want to talk about?
I'm sober.
You want to talk about crazy, Jesse? We love him. I love you, but some things you talk about, and I try to listen. I try to absorb it in. But since you guys have already gone down Crazy Train Road, talk about the blood drinking thing that you were talking about.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah. Talk to
You
me
believe
about
this too? You believe this
Adrenochrome.
too?
Okay, talk to me
think?
about it. Talk to me about it.
Bro,
talk to the people.
If you
about
watch
it.
Pizzagate, you would know all about it.
I know about it.
I didn't watch
I'm gonna
that.
watch Petergate, but I
I
can't
didn't watch that.
I can't.
I can't watch. Why?
It's off the internet.
Oh, I thought you.
Wait,
They
that was
take
like the
everything
eight-part
down.
thing. The eight-part thing.
No, that was one of the first videos I sent you, bro. It talks about adrenochrome. Who's the chick? What's her name?
I don't know the
Fucking bro.
What chick?
Go ahead, talk.
One that was that got hired by Microsoft.
Yeah. What's that?
Abramovich or
Yes.
something.
Okay, so yeah, you going? Who's going? Go ahead. You've been waiting. You're in the corner.
No.
No one puts baby
It's
in the
all
corner.
good. It's all
No one
good.
puts baby in the corner. I'll slide down. Okay.
No, Alex Jones talked about this 3 years ago on Joe Rogan.
Listen.
And when I listened to that, I know he's crazy. I get it. Trust me.
You think?
He's hypermanic. So, but what he spits out is 80% true though. And you fact check him on all the shit he spit, it's 80% true.
Okay, how
20%.
How do you fact check it? You
No, they did. They did on the show. They did on the show. They did on the show.
His show fact checked
We
him.
might,
No. On Joe Rogan's show, they fact checked him. They pulled everything up. They started fact checking him. That's why Joe Rogan believes a lot of the shit he says. He trusts him.
He definitely has some validity to what he's saying, but
And he talked about all this, and then, so what they do, it's not just about sex. It's fucking sick, bro. It's fucking sick
if what
to me.
you're saying
Bro, it's
is
trying
actually
that's true. Listen,
true,
It's on
gonna
the
be-
black. It's on the dark web. So this is what they sell
what is
on
the
the dark web.
That's nothing. What is the dark
They
web?
they scare us about this with a herd to keep us off of the dark web. I've never been on it because I honestly
How
I've
do
been
you get
afraid
on
of it.
How do you get on it?
What do I
I've
type
never
in?
been on it.
What do I
You got
type
it?
in?
Oh.
What am I typing in?
How do you
I
get
don't
on
know,
the
but
dark
let me.
web?
All right, you know it. Frankie?
What, the black
dark web? Yeah.
The dark web? Yeah, it's all
Oh, go
coding
ahead.
and shit.
Go ahead.
It's all about
Coding?
what?
It's all like coding. You need like it's all like you can't like Google dark web and like fucking it's like passwords and coding and they talk about it in fucking Petergate and shit. Bro, there's like initials that spell shit out and if you Google the initials, everybody will be like, what the fuck is it?
Were the
like
people-
SRC or
Were
some
there
shit.
credits at the end of Petergate? Are those people all dead now?
What? One of the
filmed
guys
Petergate?
in Petergate. There's
Yeah.
this guy. I forget what his name is.
He gotta be dead.
He has fucking an afro. He talks about all this shit, and then the shit comes true, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the Petergate #2, you guys gotta watch it before it gets ripped off. It's probably ripped off already. In the thing, he go, oh well, I guess this guy was talking shit. He just he said he supposedly jumped off a bridge. He's like a guy that has a family, normal, whatever. They supposedly, he jumped off a bridge and he had a letter. Give me a fucking break, bro. Come on. So, adrenochrome. This is they pull it from kids.
But don't they torture him? Yes.
They torture them. Yeah, they have to torture them and scare them because it's the fountain of youth, basically. It's keeping all these fucking high-powered.
Okay, so Tom Hanks is taking it.
Yeah.
What?
Then
Yeah.
he don't fucking he don't look that good. That
Bro.
motherfucker looks frail as hell.
It's deeper than that. So this government, the world that we live in, will
Forrest
only
Gump.
let you get as famous as you think you can get, but you'll never be like the super famous, like a Beyonce, like a Katy Perry. Like, why have all those girls just surpassed everybody?
Because
You know? Because of adrenochrome?
Is that
No,
why?
because of
torturing
fucking
kids and drinking their
Is that
blood.
why?
yo,
Of
bro.
course, of
They
course.
fucking set all this shit up with what's her fucking name again? I always forget her name. The Microsoft chick.
I don't know. Abramovich.
Yeah.
Abramovich.
Fuck,
Abramovich.
Google it. What the fuck's the name? It's
Lugal.
I don't know.
Put Bill Gates, Satan, Microsoft.
it's like it's
Yeah.
like Black Magic, fucking Hollywood, whatever the hell her name is.
true, though.
So they have fucking full blown parties, right? They'll have like a dinner, and she talks about the fountain of youth, and she talks about
Who, this lady?
yeah, like she's fucking the devil. She put fucking Lady Gaga out in the woods, right, butt ass naked, and have her survive for had her, you have to survive. I think it was 48 hours or a week, right, and did all this fucking training with her, mindset shit, whatever, and then Lady Gaga fucking blew up to what it was, right? All these people are fucking selling themselves to this government, to this soul, they're selling their souls to the government in order to be that higher power, in order to be those fucking uber famous fucking people. And they have dinners of them sitting down with human bodies that are cakes, but they're human bodies cut up. And bro, you see in these videos, Will Ferrell, Kevin Spacey, fucking
Will Ferrell's
a fucking front and center on one of the fucking tables, bro. What? I'm telling you, you have to watch these videos, crazy. Bro. You have to watch these videos.
You just said I can't though. They're not up anymore.
I'm sure I'll find them and I'll fucking send them to you, and you're gonna sit down. Me and you will sit fucking down, and we'll go over in detail. I wish we could pop it up.
Bro.
Will Ferrell was in there, bro.
Frankie,
the biggest of
Will Ferrell's eating kids.
Bro,
Fuck, man.
No. So it's a fucking mind fuck. So you're eating this. Whatever, it's a leg or whatever, a torso, but it's a cake.
How do you know it's a kid?
No, it's not a kid. They're human. It's just human bodies that are cakes. You know,
real.
But it's a mind fuck for them, in like letting them know about all this fucking deeper and darker. Like I'm just touching a little bit because what is it? What's her name? Marina
Abramovich.
Yeah, Abramovich.
Yeah,
so she did a huge fucking commercial for Microsoft. And then when all this shit started happening, when all the pedophiles started coming out and shit, Microsoft took it down because she's like the head of all this shit with all her Satanism and shit like that, bro.
So does the shoe ever drop? Does it ever drop? Do these people ever have to?
That's the thing,
come
bro.
to justice?
They never will. They never will because there's just too many of them.
Is The Rock a baby eater, bro?
I don't fucking know. That would be
Kevin
upsetting.
Hart.
No,
That would be upsetting.
Kevin Hart.
No.
Rock or Kevin Hart.
No.
So why did he get a pass and Tom Hanks don't?
So
there ain't no
why
bigger
don't they
star
get a
than The
pass?
So
Rock.
you say Alex Jones is crazy, and on Joe Rogan's podcast.
No, I listen to Joe. He's just the way
He's pretty.
the way he talks. He
sounds
could calm down a little bit.
Did you hear about the governor of Virginia?
Yeah, I heard him. I heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
The governor of Virginia. So he approved third trimester abortions.
No. He approved post birth abortions.
Yes.
Right. Well, same concept.
Well, no.
Third
I mean,
trimester.
most
I mean,
people
you're pushing
agree
it.
that-
Right.
most people-
I mean,
Most people
yeah.
agree that life becomes a life once it's outside the womb. So you're saying post?
Yes.
Right.
post. This guy said it in a video. I heard him say it. We deliver the baby. He said.
Yeah.
We deliver the baby, and then
So
we make
true.
it very nice and comfortable, and then we talk with the mother, and we make a decision.
Bro.
Yep.
And this is the rumor. I mean, he
100%.
said this. He said
pulled it
the reason they want to deliver them is because they harvest the organs and they make money on the baby.
Right. Because on the black market, a dead
Or
baby,
not even on the black
or
market,
the dark
probably.
web or whatever.
No, how about probably fucking rich people's their kid and someone needs a kidney or you know what I mean? Anybody, right?
But that's another questionable thing is organ donors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what's your biggest organ on your body?
Mine,
your
my
brain.
penis.
Your brain. Your brain.
Your skin.
Oh, your skin.
Your
yeah,
skin.
Sure, yeah.
So people, when it sucks to know. I have a friend that owns a funeral parlor. He goes, but the biggest organ they skin people's. They
For what?
organ donors
Yeah.
they skin them, and who knows what they use them for? You know what I'm saying? But
well,
Oh wait, they skin them for like.
if you're an organ donor,
right?
donor,
But what are they using the skin for? What is it,
bro? It's all kinds of shit, out there. I'm not saying they don't use it to save lives, but so listen,
that's
baby's
the
born.
Botox you're getting
I
injected
thought-
in your
I
face.
Baby's born.
I thought you were gonna go down. I thought you were gonna say they use the skin to do an open casket, but their body and the organs go somewhere else. That's literally what I thought you were gonna say.
No.
All right.
Bro,
No,
so
yeah,
babies.
So, but listen. So, like what I was saying, they supposedly harvested, sell the babies. It's supposedly Planned Parenthood just got in trouble, and I don't know, was it a court case, or they admitted in a court case that they were selling body parts.
Yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
Like what?
Bro.
Like who? I
Put the
want to know
pieces together.
who are they selling them to?
Bro, it's
Will Ferrell, bro.
bro.
Well,
Listen, bro, a dead baby on the black market is $10,000, and a live baby is $50,000. So the guy said, "Yo, bro, fucking," they take the baby out. Truck shows up. See you later. They already know They already know this lady's not gonna have the fucking want the kid. You know what I mean?
You might want to burn your laptop after this,
bro. I've been ready for this fucking podcast, bro. Because let me tell you something. It's fucking deep and dark, this shit. But you can't be afraid of it. And I'm not saying go out there and fucking praise it and promote it and fucking rip your shirt off and scare it. No, because not everybody's meant for this shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You
Listen,
be scared of it.
I've been saying these conspiracies, right? Because Renee gets into them and stuff. Like, listen, they could be true. But I feel like as much as they could be true, they could also not be true.
Right.
Yes or no?
Because why? Because you're...
because, I mean, it's very far-fetched. I mean, it's not... I mean, I know what you're saying. It's fucking crazy shit. It sounds crazy. It does. It sounds fucking crazy. It sounds like I don't want to believe it either. That's another thing. Maybe I don't want to believe it.
You can't really cross-check it. You can't really...
Right.
You can't really... you don't have any tangible, like, hard facts. There's no trials in it. There's no... Nobody's been, brought up on, like, confirmed actual charges. It's really, I listen, I'm not saying that it couldn't be, bro, break it down. We're talking about fucking drinking babies' bloods, and I mean, it's out crazy. There, but is it possible? I just find it hard to believe, in my opinion, in the greatest country of the world, that nobody ever has to atone for that, or
right.
I mean, I can believe if you said Cambodia, I'd be like, okay,
not for nothing. It is. I just seen an article, or someone printed an article, like it was a New York Times, Washington Times, something like that, where it said pedophilia is not a crime; it's a disorder. Like what?
Yeah,
like
right.
What?
I just want to explain one thing. So the only reason I got into this is Brian Rose on London Real. He's been on YouTube for almost a decade. He only promotes positivity for the human race, period. He had David Icke on the show. All of a sudden, he got taken down, deplatformed, all this almost in a sense. I'm like, why would you do that? Because he had a controversial topic about what was going on with, the whatever pandemic, whatever the case. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to get it taken off. But he got taken off air because of that. Videos had to get taken down, so he started a freedom platform. And I'm like, why would you do that? I started digging into it. It was like a rabbit hole of shit, like I was telling you. And then everything Frankie Perez said was on point with what I've read, I've watched, I've seen, and I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's a crazy world.
Listen, I want to watch Pedogate. I want to see it now because
Pedogate number 2. I just sent it to you guys.
You know me.
You can't get number 1 or no?
Out of the Shadows. Yeah, that's another one.
Have you seen that?
Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, that's the one I think we saw, right?
That's the ones you saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the Shadows was fucked up too.
Yeah.
I don't know,
but
man.
How long is this? Damn.
20 minutes. That's not bad. Out of the Shadows was fucking long.
That was like an 8-part series. I couldn't watch all of it. I can't. I'm listening. Like, I don't know.
Well,
you gotta sage yourself after that fucking
you know what it is too. It's like we don't know it's facts, right? We don't know it's facts. We don't know. They might just be setting us up. But why are so many people talking about the same shit that don't know each other?
Thank you.
I didn't know Jesse knew about this shit, right?
Bro, because it's out there. It's interesting. It's interesting as fuck.
But it's out there. But how do I know he's looking at the same thing? Well, I was at a barbecue with fucking people I never even fucking met in my life, and they all knew the same shit.
You just said it has 128 million views. You're gonna fucking run into some people that saw it,
right? But what I'm saying is, so many people are educated on it now.
Well,
that's what I'm saying, and they're believing it.
A lot of people have been locked indoors and got nothing to do but surf the fucking web and look at this shit.
To a point,
Listen, I don't want to. I like being devil's advocate. I'm not picking it apart. I'm not saying that it isn't.
You think Epstein killed himself?
I'm not. Epstein either got murdered.
I think they said they proved he did.
He either got murdered or he's living on an island somewhere. But my point was going to be,
no, he's murdered.
20 years ago there was the National Enquirer with every housewife from here to Cleveland picked it up while they were ringing up their their groceries at the grocery store. And they read articles about aliens abducting farmers, and people believe that too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's called Men in Black.
They don't like the National Enquirer past Cleveland.
All right, fucking Frankie. Man. From here to California.
All right, Val Kilmer.
All right, so Oprah. Have you heard about Oprah?
Yeah, Oprah and all her fucking
Ellen DeGeneres, right?
Yeah, there's
house arrest.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Why? For what?
Because Oprah owns a lot of orphanages, right? And they said Her orphanages have more missing kids than any orphanage in the country.
Well,
they just go missing.
Then there's never been a greater actor in the
how
world than her.
If that's out though, how come people don't bring that up,
bro? Because they control the news, and what's going out on the news is what I'm saying.
Fuck yeah.
Why would they put information out?
You said 12 million people or 20 fucking million people.
Right, but it's YouTube. All you're doing is it's on YouTube. Okay,
So-
we watch a video. It's not on the news.
So you believe in your heart of
But you
hearts
don't think there's an investigative journalist out there that's not like saying,
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
let me pay
And they
attention.
die here and there. You know, come on. You know, I mean, bro, when you're dealing with this kind of power and these kind of people, they're probably listening to us right now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, people don't understand. Like, look at technology, for instance. Right? You all right? You gonna stay with us? I know your grandpa time, and I'm sorry I ran late today, bro. This guy's eyes are watery.
I got a target on my back.
Get
today,
this
boys.
guy a pillow. Cell phones, right? So like cell phones started off flip phones, super basic. Now, your cell phones, right? And coronavirus, face recognition, fingerprint, coronavirus. Now they got your shit. You know what I mean? Like, what's all that for? Just to open up your phone and make it easier?
But okay, so if you believe
Think about it.
If you believe
Think about it.
If you believe all this and you truly buy into it, why are you part of it? Why would you want a cell phone? Why would you
You need a cell phone to be part of fucking society.
Go
I
get
mean,
a fucking bugaboo. What are those called?
You know?
Those jitterbug cell phones? You ever seen
Yeah,
them?
yeah,
The big
yeah,
ass like, right big, you know what I mean?
It's got 8 buttons on it.
Yeah, that's it.
But think about it, bro. It's kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
I don't want to think about it that
You
hard.
don't.
I don't want to think
And
about
that's
it that
where a
hard.
lot of society is, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you don't want to. It's just I just don't want to be
Is there anything you think we could do about it?
nothing.
So then, like, it's almost
Just
like
talk
she wouldn't
about it.
know about it, right?
Yeah, I know it's
But
fucked
what?
up.
But what? Wait. If there's nothing
Jess.
we can do about it, but talk about it, and talking about it might get us killed. Why the fuck are we even?
Right,
Let's just
right,
go through
right.
life with blinders on then.
Because people like us who have a voice should be talking about things like this to make other people feel comfortable about it. Okay, that's aware. That's the thing. It's the same thing. What I forgot to talk about on that blackout thing, right? We went live and I made a post and I said I'm not fucking staying quiet on social media today, and that's my stance, and you don't have to agree with it. And why did I get 10 messages that day and saying, Frank, I felt so obligated to make this post because I didn't want anybody to think I'm racist or I'm against any of this, but
Well,
I didn't agree with it at all.
The next day, I talked to Frankie and Jesse pretty much in detail about that. We weren't sure, if we did the right thing, didn't do the right thing, but we all agreed that we did it for the reason we did it, and we stood by it, right?
Right.
But I'm done virtue signaling. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not proving to anybody
What does
that
that
I'm
mean
not.
anyway? Virtue signaling.
Virtue signaling would be trying to explain your way out of being called like for me it would be like I don't even want to do it because then it would sound like I'm doing it, but like my niece is black, my sister married a black guy, virtue signaling to the world that you're not racist. I'm not fucking virtue signaling to anybody. I know I'm not fucking racist. If you want to think I'm racist, fucking think I'm racist.
Right.
That's your problem.
Right.
You're probably racist if you think I am. I know I'm not,
Right. But that's the thing. Me doing that,
Right.
and I'm fucking nobody. You know what I mean? I'm sure some other people did something bigger and better and whatever, but me doing that and letting those people know that, hey, well, thank God somebody said it and made them feel like more like they still did it. They still posted it, but they were like, yo, I'm so glad somebody said what I was thinking. And that's what I'm saying about this. The platforms that we have, we shouldn't be afraid to talk about this because
the people are really getting off for talking about this.
It's
fine not good to talk about.
You guys just basically called out the most powerful people in the world, in the U.S. at the very least, and called them all pedophiles. Like, I mean
that's what's going around the internet.
I know, but
bro, sex trafficking is at an all-time high right now.
It is. Look up statistics of that.
well, how does someone track that? Isn't that such an underground thing that you would have no real data on it?
You gotta dig.
No, it's going on. You see Tim Kennedy's always talking about it.
Tim Kennedy,
Yeah, bro.
always, yo,
Yeah.
a lot of people are talking about
Bro,
it.
Ashton Kutcher's a huge advocate for that, bro. Huge.
Advocate against it.
Against it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck
Huge.
yeah.
Huge.
Wow.
Talks
He's
about
been
it
to
all the
Hollywood
time.
forever.
Now, what
is
makes
that why
he's a Hollywood
then,
elite?
how
What
they
makes
not
him
going after
what makes him a good guy?
Bro, there's no rhyme or reason. That's trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? Why.
Okay, if you know this, right, or you're hearing this, he's in the same circles as Will Ferrell. These guys, you don't think he doesn't see this, or he hasn't been approached?
Bro, it's probably.
Right?
Yeah, probably, absolutely. He probably absolutely been approached. You know what I mean? But we don't know what goes on behind that shit. You know, like what are some of the most successful fucking directors in Hollywood are Jewish guys. What are some of the biggest and known? You know, and those are the guys controlling the movies and some of the most dramatic movies out there with the finer details, right? So like, now who's controlling on these movies? Now, did you guys see not Get Out, Us?
Yeah. Us, yes, I did.
Us,
Mm-hmm.
all right. That was the fucking guy from
Key and Peele.
yeah, Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Right? Did you you saw it? Did your brain hurt after that shit, bro? Did you fucking that shit fuck with you a little bit or no?
Well, like, it's your same people.
Like everybody has a clone. Like that's what the whole movie. You saw it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
So it was like under the earth, under us, there's a whole nother world, and everybody has their own clone, but.
Right.
You know,
Like,
they don't know how to speak or breathe or speak or talk. It's just our clone.
Right.
And like the whole movie, it bases it off like we all have our there's always a, you know, so everybody has a twin out there, right?
Dopplers.
Almost like your evil.
Doppelganger.
Right. Your evil.
Your evil party.
Right.
Yeah.
So the whole movie, it starts off kind of weird. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, this movie's going to suck. And then it just starts getting deeper and darker.
What's it called?
Us.
I gotta watch it.
Bro, my brain hurt for fucking 2 days trying to like figure that out. But at the end of the movie, they all come out and they're all holding hands around the world. You know, our clones, right? Mm-hmm. And like everybody, like in the movie, everybody's like, what the fuck is that? And then like slowly shit's starting to come out. So like the fact that they like own our DNA, you know what I mean? Like they have our DNA. The fact like all this other shit just coming out. Like why did nobody talk about what Bill Cosby, right? Weinstein, all these fucking guys.
No, that was going to be my next question. Like if there's these crazy involved, and let's be honest, if there's sex trafficking, child sex trafficking is definitely the worst of the worst, right? But why does Harvey Weinstein? I mean,
Because he's a fall guy.
You think
What,
so?
Harvey Weinstein. What about Harvey Weinstein?
Well, Harvey Weinstein,
He's a fall guy.
the whole
I
Me
mean,
Too.
fall guy. Yeah, but he was just fucking girls for giving him parts.
That's what I'm saying. But why does he get busted, but the worst of the worst don't?
Because someone told on him. People told on him eventually.
I know,
fall guy.
But this is coming.
But that's not like
this is coming into the know.
But like
now.
what he did though, what he did was messed up because he did he. I don't know if he ever raped somebody. He kind of just used his power to fucking fuck them. You know what I mean? Like saying, hey, I can get you in. You want a part? You want this part? True. Suck my dick.
Yeah, absolutely.
There,
I mean, there is a casting couch, right?
That's how.
Here we go. Ready.
That's how Roger was gave my calls.
How do you think I got this part?
But yeah, bro. Look how old he is, bro. He's got what, 5 years to live? Wow, Harvey Weinstein, bro. He's old as fuck. He's got a walker walking into fucking jail and shit. They're like, yo, all right, let's get rid of him. On to the next. You know what I mean? Fall guy. Hey, distract us some more with some more bullshit. Because they're distracting us with all this bullshit. Same thing with Cosby. Same thing with all these motherfuckers, bro. These guys have been in it, deep in it, their whole fucking careers.
Why aren't they ratting
Why all
anybody?
of a sudden?
Why aren't they ratting anybody else out there?
Because they're going to fucking get killed.
He's going to die anyway.
No, they're on film though, right? They hold him to blackmail.
Oh, all these guys. So
it's blackmail.
So
as soon as you get on his island. Supposedly.
Oh, what are you talking about, Epstein?
Yeah, but it's like blackmail.
Yeah, we'll talk about Epstein. Talk about why is this guy a billionaire? Why is he a billionaire?
He's a hedge fund manager.
Hedge fund guy, right? For years, right? And that's all he did. But he deals with some of the most powerful people in the world. This guy hasn't fucking had a job in God knows how long, but he's a fucking billionaire. You own a fucking island. You know, you own a house in Mexico. You own these fucking huge estates.
What you said right there is probably the most sensible thing that I've heard thus far. I can believe that. Doesn't make a lot of sense where he got all this money because he grew up very regular.
No,
right.
I heard he met some guy, as a money guy, and he was
he lied.
He lied to some money guy, right?
Yeah,
and
he lied about his education to get in. That was like his entry level. Yeah.
But he was so good that the guy kept him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But this guy, and in the thing, it talks about it. And
so you think Bill Clinton's a fall guy? I mean, no, I think people just fucking started ratting him out.
No, I think Bill Clinton's all
Bill,
part
Bill
of it.
Clinton, I'm sorry, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
20 times, over 20 times, right? Till he's been to the island.
Yeah,
You're talking about Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. All right, we're here talking about Bill Cosby. Another fucking Bill.
Yeah.
But did you said he's like a fall guy? You said
another fall guy.
Well, you think okay? So he's been in the circle with them. They're like, you know what? We're gonna fucking throw this guy to the wolves right now.
Why not?
Get the attention off of us.
But
why not?
But people when they're down and out, the people rat. People rat. So you're saying that
Well,
Cosby
supposedly- but
doesn't
so-
rat and Weinstein
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
rat because they were I mean, they're gonna die in prison anyway.
Yeah, bro. But fear is a crazy thing, man. Fear is a crazy
I'd
thing.
rather-
Maybe
I'd
they're
rather
What are they
die
gonna-
they're
than-
threatening their family.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
kill the
bro.
whole
We
family?
don't know. We could say this all day. Why won't they rat? Oh, fuck it. You know, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but
we don't
okay,
even know if this
fair,
is true.
But neither do you.
You know, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We don't even know if any of this is true. They could just be fucking with our brains and wanting us to argue about it, wanting us to try.
That's not the thing I say. You know, like
True story.
this could be something else. They know we're fucking stuck in the house. Let's give them this information. Let's give them the information. They're gonna start talking this crazy shit. They're gonna say fucking Forrest Gump fucks little kids, and so does Will Ferrell. I'm like, holy shit! But now we're fucking over here and we're doing all the parts. Well, you guys are fucking sitting there saying, oh, and then okay, let's throw
it's
a
all
fuck.
smoke.
Let's throw,
You're
yeah,
saying
it's all smoke and
smoke.
mirrors.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all smoke and mirrors.
Bro, you want to know what's crazy? Not to cut you off. I'm not. So I started working with my neighbor, right? Make a little side cash. So I work with my
You
neighbor.
got kids in the basement?
What? So I make a little side cash. He has a tree company, right? So we're cutting down this fucking tree yesterday. Cutting down this fucking tree in a little development. This blonde chick comes outside, and I take a look at her. I was like older. She's like maybe like 50, you know, but like
Totally
take
your
care of
style,
it. Finally,
yeah.
I'm like,
Cougar,
yeah,
cougar.
fucking woman next door, a little cougar. So I walk away with the wheelbarrow, and she starts talking to my boss, bro. And I come back, and she's talking about I don't know how they got on the subject, but they're like, oh, she starts going off like, oh, this is all fucking distraction. All these fucking Satanists out here fucking controlling us. Like Beyonce is fucking Satan. I don't fucking
think
listen to it.
Beyonce's
So
Satan?
listen. So she started going in and like, this is all fucking distraction. Nobody's talking about Hillary Clinton. Yo, and I didn't say anything. I had the wheelbarrow. I turned around. I was like, this is my kind of chick right here, you know? This is my kind of chick. She's like, what, you know about it? I'm like, girl, don't even get me started. I'm never, I could talk about this all day. And she just starts rattling off. Fucking girl, older woman in her 50s, bro. Like, she's fucking lived her life. You know what I mean? Like,
I must be living in a fucking hole then, because I mean, other than Jesse filling me in on a little bit of stuff here and there, I don't see this shit on my browser at all, and I'm certainly not searching for it. So I don't know.
where you at with this, Lou?
Lou, no, you got to weigh in, Lou. Got to weigh in.
I can just tell you why Roger doesn't see it, because his browser's only set to porno.
That's true. I'm into that.
She.
I'm into that cuckolding porn.
He's in the furries.
Yeah.
He's in a furries. Yeah, man. It's a fucked up world, and I think it's slowly. You know, I definitely don't think this is peaking anytime soon. I mean, I really think something bigger is coming.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's funny. How come they don't talk about the second wave anymore?
Yeah, true.
You know,
Not till October.
Fauci, right?
Not till October.
Right? They say that, right? But Fauci's like, oh, there might not be. How come nobody talks about fucking Fauci and his fucking deep, dark fucking side, huh? And this guy, this is the thing about Trump.
Listen, don't hold back now, brother.
This is the thing about Trump, right? So Trump, coronavirus all started, right? Trump has a different plan for this. Trump's trying to take out these fucking pedophiles, and
Trump's our guy.
Trump's our guy. That's what I 100% believe. I'm not a political guy at all. I think Trump is trying to take these guys out and do it quietly behind the scenes.
But why? That's not Trump's style. He wants to fucking be like,
Because,
I'm the one.
listen,
I'm the
him
one
and
that got it
Epstein-
done.
What? No, but
Tremendous.
because
You know what I'm saying?
I think it would just be fucking. It would turn the world upside down. You know what I'm saying? It would completely turn the world upside down.
Yeah.
So him trying to take this out, right? Fauci comes. Well, these fucking guys go. All right. Well, you're gonna try to take us out. Now this is a fucking hearsay. He said, she said bullshit, right? You're gonna try to take us out. All right. We're gonna unleash the fucking coronavirus, right? They said it came from China, right? Coronavirus, bro. If we put a bat from the wet markets, right? It came from there. If you eat a bat with coronavirus, you will not get coronavirus. You guys understand that?
No.
Explain it.
You can't you can't eat a virus and it hit your bloodstream and you get a fucking respiratory infection. That's impossible. Fauci's team works with the Wuhan fucking labs in China. He's got a lab in North Carolina. I forget what the fuck the name is.
You're right, I heard that.
His lab works with Wuhan lab out there. They figured out a way for that fucking disease, the coronavirus, to be able to be, attracted by humans. And that's how it spread, right? So now they got coronavirus. Oh, you're going to unleash the coronavirus. Now they're scared. Now all this shit. Okay. Trump goes, go fuck yourself. You're going to try to fucking scare my people, whatever? I'm going to quarantine the fucking, our country. going to quarantine the country. Why? For the first time ever.
Trump is the most outspoken one to get America back to work and get out of quarantine.
Right, but there's a way of handling this, bro. There's no way you can come outspoken and this is what we're going to go. You know, the fucking chaos, bro. Forget about it. Be chaos. First time ever, since we've been alive, since I've been alive, the whole world is on the same playing field.
I know.
The whole world, the whole fucking world is on the same playing field, even though for years.
Isn't that exactly what globalists want, for the whole world to operate as one? I mean, that's what globalism is it not?
How about there's people that think aliens won't come to us until we are all globally united.
Yeah.
Because if they come down, who are they going to talk to?
I almost feel like you guys are fucking.
Who are they going to talk to?
Who are they going to
talk
almost
to?
feel like you're all just.
Listen, are they going to come down? Are they going to talk to Roger? Are they going to talk to Jesse? No, I'm serious. Are they going to talk to the U.S.?
Where the fuck is Ashton Kutcher? I'm on punk.
So
that's why you brought him up. See if I would catch on.
So listen, Fauci, I feel is just he's the fucking guy in the government, and you saw the news reporter ask him a question about the fucking coronavirus. Hey, we heard X, Y, and Z, and he hopped up, and Donald Trump's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Hey, you want to take this? And he was like, yeah, well, no, that's the you know, just completely stumbled because some of the fucking finer details are really coming out now. Fauci is the same guy behind Ebola, same guy behind fucking HIV.
But there's no independent studies that can. Well, like the WHO, right, just came out and said that anybody that had it was asymptomatic cannot spread it, right?
Right. Now.
So is the WHO and Fauci? Are they the World Health Organization would not be connected with Fauci, correct?
Not supposed to be.
Well, not supposed to be. Yeah, right. But
they are.
Same thing. But what I'm saying is HIV and Ebola were still, you could not attract that until they brought it to their labs. They figured it out, how for humans to get attracted by it, how this is going to be a, population control fucking thing. And I forget the fucking details that he said on why it started with, why HIV was so, was spread with gays, why it was so popular again. I forget what the fucking thing was, man, because it was something he was involved with, like a gay foundation and something like that. I forget what the fucking detail was. It slipped in my mind. But this guy is the same fucking guy that his labs have created all this. His labs have fucking, this whole fucking shit is a setup, bro. And nobody talks about Fauci at all.
Wait a minute. Is Fauci, okay, I'm just saying. Is Fauci like at that dinner with Will Ferrell and Tom Hanks?
No, I just think he's he's that guy that they have, and like, yo, you're gonna fucking create this. This is what we're gonna do with it, and that's it. That's his job in life. You know what I mean? That's what he does. He's a scientist that fucking deals with these people, and he figures it out, and done. But now, why is there no second outbreak? Why are all of a sudden in just fucking 2 weeks now we have 25 people outside? Now today is 100 people outside. You know what I'm saying? Like now shit's starting to, because there's so much information, people are starting to fucking believe this, and now everybody's kind of just changing their fucking.
Listen, if it is asymptomatic and people that are asymptomatic really can't spread it. That's why we close down schools, because remember, that's where like you're gonna go home and kill your grandpa. You're gonna go home and kill this. Your kids are gonna come home and kill their parents. Now we know it's so now we know that they can't spread that.
To be clear, they didn't say you can't. They said it's highly
unlikely. So,
that
so that means you can't.
Right.
Right?
Basically. Yeah,
right.
Basically.
So if they're doing, damn, I did it again.
Give me something, bro. It's good. It's good.
Well, but look at the numbers in different states.
It's fucking Roger fucks with me, bro. Damn, dude. What the fuck, man?
He's half asleep over there too, and he's still fucking with you. But did you hear about the death certificates?
No.
You didn't hear about the death certificates?
I'm on a whole different web browser than you're on, brother.
So
I'm on a
coronavirus, right? Coronavirus, people are dying, right?
Oh, right.
You don't die.
Of course.
You don't die from coronavirus.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand. You don't die from coronavirus.
Right.
You die from the symptoms, and you die from the treatments of like they're putting people on ventilators.
Yes.
You don't need a ventilator to withstand a respiratory infection. It's a fucking virus like any other virus. 14 days. They tell you to go home. If any of us in this room got coronavirus, they go, all right, Go quarantine. Go sit in a fucking room. Me too. You know?
So what I was saying, I got it back. So if we're asymptomatic, right?
You were buffering?
Because back then, they were saying, yeah, we're buffering, exactly. So listen, you're asymptomatic, we're worrying about you passing it to your grandmother, this and that. And then they were saying, oh, they're doing temperature checks. And when they were saying, oh, it doesn't matter, asymptomatic people could pass it on, I'm like, why the fuck you do a temperature check? It shouldn't matter. But now that we know that that's the case, the asymptomatic people can't pass it on, that's all we should need is a temperature check.
Right.
One temperature check. You should be able to put as many people as you want in your bar or restaurant. You do a fucking temperature check. They're asymptomatic. They can't pass to anybody anyway.
Right.
So that should be done.
Right.
But you know this guy ain't going to do that.
Right.
You know he ain't going to do
No,
that.
he's not going to do it.
No.
But you guys honestly think, what has it been, 3 months?
But wouldn't asymptomatic means you have no symptoms? So
Correct.
you could how would the temperature make a difference if you didn't have a temperature?
Because you don't have any symptoms.
Are there other symptoms? Is that the only symptom?
Yeah, you lose taste.
I'm sure there's other symptoms, but still.
There's a cough. Cough.
Diarrhea.
Bro, but this is the thing. You know, you honestly think it's been 3 months or whatever, 3.5 months? You honestly think if you were going to get coronavirus, you would have got it already?
Listen,
let's be honest. Let's be honest here, bro.
It's real. Listen, you can't say it's not real.
I'm not saying it's not real.
It's a fucking really bad flu.
It's real.
It's a really bad flu. But this is the thing. Coronavirus, they're putting people on ventilators. Now, I have my dad's best friend is he's a survivor. They put him on a ventilator, bro. When they put you on a ventilator, okay, that's basically you're dying. You're dying.
Your body doesn't want to start.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you have coronavirus, it's not that you stop breathing, okay? It's you have congestion in your fucking lungs, right? So what do you do when you have a back congestion? You roll over on one side, whatever side you breathe. The ventilators are fucking overworking and expanding people's lungs, and that's why they're fucking dying, okay? Because when you take them off the ventilator, their lungs can't keep up with their fucking body. So what's going on now? So people in the hospitals that die from a gunshot, a heart attack, whatever, they're getting coronavirus on their fucking death certificate because they had coronavirus, but they died from a fucking brain aneurysm.
Right.
So okay, so you're I'm not saying you're not an intelligent guy, but you don't have a pedigree in the medical field.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are nurses duped? I know nurses who are completely duped then by this whole thing that say it's so real, stay home, you know, like.
And YouTube nurses talking about a doctor's getting paid $13,000 to put a death certificate.
Listen, I'm more of that belief, but I'm saying how can medical experts be so duped if that's the case?
Are they being duped or are they just not being told?
So ready? I have friends at holistic doctors. A holistic
or holistic?
Holistic.
Is there a you there?
They were a Hollister.
He was about to start battle rapping.
Today, so what I got out of that is you shopped at Hollister
somebody give
today.
him a beat. Oh, God, stop. No, they totally debunked this whole thing a long time ago. And now it started to come out that they were 100% right about this whole thing. And
when you say they, who is they debunked it?
His holistic doctors.
Doctors.
They treat him barefoot and outside.
It is a part of the remedy,
bro. But in the same sentence, these doctors are also getting paid put these people.
Right.
Where are these ventilators coming from?
Right.
Who's building them?
The government.
China.
Oh yeah, true.
China's building them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a fucking full circle.
Well,
my boy is in New York.
At least we're getting a tariff on those when they come over now. Trump's got a tariff on them, so we're making a little money.
Bro, my boy is box trucks in New York, right? Full of coronavirus victims. Bro, there's so many fucking victims that they're using box trucks just to bring them out to a fucking hospital or warehouses just for fucking to send them off to people's homes, whatever, the funeral homes, wherever they're going. You know what I'm saying? And bro, all this shit correlates from, you know, like you said, I am not educated on hospitals or any kind of what the fuck did you say? What the medical field at all. But how do I know this stuff? And how do other people know? Like, why do I even want to talk about this information? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like it's when it's in your face every day. Every day it's in your face. There's always something about it. Everybody, bro. There's fucking big booty bitches on Instagram that all they do is post tits and ass, but on their story is all about this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because the next one, whether they're trending it or whether they're even fucking reading it, Doesn't matter. They're still posting this shit. It's out there for everybody.
But you're not following for the big booties. You're not.
But I follow. Yeah, I double tap here and there. You know, like, oh, maybe she's got a brain. Let's talk. Let's get philosophical, babe. You know.
I mean, I don't know. It's
listen.
Listen.
I know it's a lot.
It's a.
I know it's a lot.
You think?
He
just told me all my Hollywood heroes are molesting kids.
Bro.
I don't want to hear that. Saving Private Ryan with Tom Hanks.
This has been going on since George Washington.
Tom Hanks.
By the way.
Wait a minute. Tom Hanks.
No, this
has
has been going on.
Pyramids.
How could you be doing
yeah,
that shit?
you know, back then, you know. But
he's a sick fuck.
He's a father. I mean,
Yo,
I couldn't even think about doing that.
bro,
shit.
how about okay? So he's the father, right? It's the same thing on the Epstein thing. That guy said, the last day I worked was because who said it to him?
Because he had two 15-year-old. Yeah, it was the
guy,
telecommunications guy on the island. Yeah.
Right. He asked him. Yeah. And there was somebody else working there, or whatever, and he asked.
Right. So that guy, he felt like he did the right thing. You don't think some people still do the right thing? I mean, they.
But that's what I'm saying. That guy said that, and you're still questioning if they're still pedophiles and still doing this?
No. I'm not questioning that Jeffrey Epstein was a fucking psychopath that totally, had. I'm sure connections all over the world with people involved in pedophilia, which is very odd that he ended up fucking dying. You know what I mean? Like, what, 24 hours, 48 hours into his incarceration? I mean, that's very odd. You take me down some rabbit holes there with that story, I'll believe it. But we're talking about like Tom Hanks and fucking Will Ferrell, and I mean, I don't know.
That's just a little bit. Yeah,
I know.
You steal the adrenochrome from it? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You scare the shit out of kids. You fucking kill them.
How are they?
No, you can't. You can't take it when they die. You take it as they're panicking, as they're scared. Yeah.
Because what? Wait. Okay, walk me through that. It's fucking disturbing.
Because the adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
the
but
adrenaline
can't
rush.
they artificially make adrenaline? Like, what? It's probably a lot easier than fucking torturing little Hansel and Gretel. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it gives you youth and life. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's like I would assume it's
the best drug in life.
I would assume it's something similar to blood doping, or something to that nature.
All right, like we said, you said this has existed since the beginning of time. Didn't Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah,
that's like the Dracula story, right?
Right.
That's how Dracula came about. Because he was a king. He was a Vlad the Impaler. He was he would fucking kill people and drink their blood. Supposedly.
Worship Satan, black magic. It's a real thing. I mean, I know it sounds fucking crazy. Yo, I know it sounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we might.
And that's the thing. It's what sounds crazy, what doesn't. Like, what do you believe? What don't you believe? And that's how you have to take this. Like, like anybody that watches this thing, like, don't think I'm out here like preaching and fucking out here and fuck Hillary Clinton and no, that's not what I'm saying. But it's good to watch this shit. If you're not ready for it, it's completely fine. Don't watch it.
No,
but
listen,
I think you need.
I'm not ready. I was comfortable making fun of flat earthers. And now
I just
just went to a whole other level.
I just think it's just good to know about it, learn about it, and keep your own comments to yourself.
Someone said conspiracy theories are a good thoughts experiments. It's good to talk about.
Fair.
Yeah,
it's good to talk about. And like I said before, as much as a conspiracy could be true, it's got as much as it could be true is the same as it could not be true.
Thank you.
Right.
How did we start the show, right? Do we know if it's real or not?
What?
That's where you started the show. Do we know if it's real or not?
Do we know what to believe or not?
Thank you.
Our personal beliefs.
That's how we started the show.
Like, how much would you stand on your laurels that you're right? I'm just interpreting what I take in and trying to come out with the best case belief system from that, as are all you and everybody else.
Right. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's on the underground fucking
We
shit
could be in a simulation, bro.
Listen, and I said this last time. I definitely feel this 100% that even we in this room, like we don't know who we are truly. We don't know who we are truly.
Well, I believe that because you only utilize like what 10% of your brain or something. So
yeah, well, yeah, come in.
So recently I did numerology. Numerology has the same thing that Frankie just said. It says that we don't know who we really are. We're trying to figure it out along this process till we fully awaken to who we are.
Well, is Will Ferrell figured out who he really is?
He's a
bro.
I'll stop myself.
It's like, listen, you get born you get born. Your mother nurses you. You know, you walk, you eat, you learn the right and wrong from your parents, right? And then you go to school and you learn from your teacher, and then you go through life and scenarios and what's right and wrong. You get into fights. That's what's really bad, how to stay out of trouble, what's great things, what money is, and we learn that through our whole life, right? But we learn that from our parents and their experiences, and our parents learn that from their experiences and their parents, and yada, 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 right? Mm-hmm. But like, who would we be if we were just born on Earth? Who would we be if we were just born? And we were here.
You have to give it some context. With other people, by ourselves.
Other people just born, and you would just have to walk and talk.
All the same age.
On yourself. Yeah.
Is there other elders? You learn from elders.
We don't have any influence on anybody?
Nothing.
We get to raise ourselves. We end up like a fucking wolf, right?
Yeah. I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but this
Didn't that happen with the cavemen?
We're not even part of that.
No,
we're not even part of that. It's proven.
Cavemen had what?
It's proven we're not part of the Neanderthals.
No, they don't. No.
They say chromosome 2 proves it.
They say they don't know if we killed them, if we eliminated them, or we could have definitely bred with them too.
They said there's part.
I have like 3% Neanderthal in me.
Yeah, you look like it right now with that big ass beard.
They said part. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's a mini one, a mini Neanderthal.
We were changed.
Yeah, no, because we either we killed the thing. I read the Sapiens book, real good book.
Okay.
Oh, I heard about that.
We either killed them out or we bred them out. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Is it? Yeah, I would think the concept of breeding them out makes more sense, isn't that?
Well, because I don't think I don't think we like there's dudes that fuck some nasty ones. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Jesse, one more drink than he
has.
Has done that in Seaside many times.
Not once. You know that's a lie. You know that's a lie.
That girl with all the pimples on her ass?
Never.
She had all the pimples.
You're such a liar.
All right.
I will call you out right now.
You were in my spare bedroom. I opened the door and I thought you ordered a pizza. No, it was bad, bro.
You don't say pizza because pizza's like an evil thing nowadays. Do not say that.
Oh, stop it. Pizza. I was fucking living in New Jersey. I will not stop saying pizza.
And that's the other.
Don't let Mark Henry hear you say that.
Yeah, that ice cream. Ice cream for Pizzagate. But yeah, that's what I feel like. And I feel like in schools, like they don't educate kids on what's going on in the real world.
Well, Jesus Christ, I hope
it's
you
all
ain't
about history. It's all about history. And I'm not saying, bro, like
there's current events. There's current events. They do current events, I'm sure.
To a point, one of my good friends is a history teacher, and she goes, Frank, we talk about current events when it gets brought up.
Frankie brought up a good point about history. Remember, you were saying, I don't know, what is history?
Yeah,
what is our history?
But what I was saying is like, okay, right now, what's going on right now is our kids' history. That's going to be our history when we're older, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Now, whose history are they going to get? From which side are they going to get? Right. So if they get it from this side, is it real or is it not real? So like, is our history real? Because I'm sure whose interpretation of our
the
history
obvious
is real.
There is Christopher Columbus.
It's like Christopher Columbus. Like, okay, so I use that. So when we grew up, when me and Roger grew up and Jesse, like we learned Christopher Columbus. He was like he discovered America. He was this great guy. Blah, blah, blah. He broke bread with the Indians. That's what and that my kids know they don't. He was fucking a tyrant.
He was a murderer.
He murdered. So which one was fake news? Now which one was fake news? Now could have been like. When we were young, was that the fake news? Or when we were young, that was the real news, and now they're just fucking switching it? I'm sure he was a tyrant and all that stuff. It makes
but
sense.
is that fucking with us now to where it's like now you're having a deliberation with your kids and now shit's coming out in the real world and now like you know what I'm saying like why does it always have to be something aggressive? Yeah, like why does it always have to be something super aggressive and over, you know what I mean, like and it always has death has to be a part of it, you know what I mean, like it's always worse when people die, you know what I mean.
Well, I think anything with America's just the newest place in the world, so everything happens still fresh. I mean, Columbus came, I mean that wasn't fresh, but compared to the rest of the earth it was pretty fresh, you know what I mean.
It was though.
It's crazy, man.
You wonder how this presidency is going to read in history 50 years from now. If this fucking, you guys are saying, if this planet is still here, is he going to go down as the worst president? Again, we're talking about who writes it as the worst president who ever lived, or the greatest president.
According to them,
you know what I mean?
Are you part of the queue and stuff?
The queue, yeah.
You want to start talking about Q?
No, I don't.
That's another rabbit hole.
Yeah. We can't. Well, I gotta get up in the morning. But I'm saying,
but Q's like a whole nother ballgame.
I know, but I mean, like that, like according to that, Trump is the fucking Messiah, right?
Yeah, but the other news
I just don't know if I can believe that.
He's a Satan worshiper. That's what the other news says.
That who? That Trump is?
Yeah, he's a Satan worshiper.
I mean,
what the other news
what
says.
other news?
Everybody else out there, everybody believes he's a Satan worshiper.
Not everybody.
No, I'm not saying everybody.
Who's everybody?
The news.
Like, what news?
90% of the news.
90% of the news says he's a Satan. I never heard anybody.
I just
say
feel like
not
the
a Satan worshiper. A lot of the news thinks
They
he's
don't think-
racist.
they don't think he's a Bible thumper like Yax. Maybe
Because they're portraying a certain thing for a certain agenda. Is what I believe, honestly. After my research, I connected the dots, just like Frankie did. We have never talked, ever, like this.
I want to know what you believe after you have another tequila drink. I want to know. What
You don't even want to know. I'll even go crazy. He touched on a lot of shit, though. That I believe in. It's not believe. It's like we really don't know, but a lot of facts point up to like, is this right or is this wrong? Who controls the news, though? 90%.
Yeah, I mean, we can go in circles and talk about this. You know what I mean? And it's just fucked up, man. And honestly, the biggest thing right now is just to be grateful for what we have. You know, we have our families, we have businesses. You know, whatever we got going on. You know, educate yourself. Don't be fucking stupid naive out there, and educate yourself on your own time, at your own pace. You know, like don't take in too much because this could fuck you up mentally. You know, this could definitely scare you. This could definitely make people panic. You know, and it's a wild roller coaster, you know, and I just life's too fucking short, man. You know, it's
well, yours is about to get a lot shorter.
Yeah,
yours is about to get a whole lot shorter.
So,
well, I'm glad. You know, I definitely heard a lot of what you were said, at least bits and pieces. You definitely brought a lot more to it. So it's like I said, it's a good thought experiment. It's good to talk about. I'm not gonna hang my head on anything and draw a line in the sand and sit, but it's good to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, but I keep hearing all these conspiracies. And, today's the day they're gonna something's gonna happen. I'm like, yo, if this shit don't happen, did this fucking even really? Was it real?
Right.
Was it real?
Right.
Yeah. And how much time do you give it? Is the other thing.
Exactly.
How much time do you give it? If it's 3 years from now and
they're
somebody's still saying, "Oh, it's gonna happen," I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
The thing is, in order for this to come out or break, somebody's got to break. You know, somebody's got to break, or some, you know, and it can't just be one person.
I was going to say it can't be one person. You know? That person's going to immediately commit suicide.
Yeah,
it's got to be more than one person. It's got to be
more than that, but it'll never be because there's too big. I feel like the people that are involved, people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's such higher ups and such powerful people that people they never even heard of these motherfuckers.
I agree.
You know, and they might not even live in the country. They might be in fucking Abu Dhabi or some fucking crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let you know.
But
July 11th, that's where the fight is. Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah,
that just got released today.
Today,
baby.
Right. You're no stranger. You're no stranger.
Yeah, it's gonna do with. I just found out though it's gonna air normal time here. So I'm going to be fighting like 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh, but you've done that before, so you're good.
Not really, no.
You didn't do that in Japan?
Indoor this time, right? Last time was outdoor.
I fought like in the morning.
In the morning?
Morning, yeah. I woke up at 6, though. Wasn't that
right.
You know?
But when you fought BJ out there, what time was it?
No, that was normal time there.
Oh, okay.
And we fought. It was like midday.
Oh, right. It was like midday because I remember I was at a Naga and it was like whatever 12 or 1 o'clock,
right.
And RJ got the call, and I go, "Don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know," because he like starts flipping out on the phone, and then he like got quiet. So I didn't know if it was like a fuck or like a fuck, you know. You know what I mean? But that's awesome. That's all. And you look great, bro. You look in good shape. You look fucking.
I feel good. I'm ready to go. I feel like the diet makes you zero in even more. Like I always zero in, bro, because I'm pretty good like that. But the diet made me zero in even more.
Right.
It just makes you have to. Your willpower's got to be there.
Right.
You know?
And is this like the first camp that you like were strict on a diet through the entire camp?
For sure. Like usually when the first one went down to 45, I did like the last 3 weeks I would diet. Not even that strict because I could mess around the weekends. And even my last when I fought Korean Zombie was the easiest weight cut I ever had.
Right.
I was eating all Asian shit the whole week there.
Oh really?
You know, I mean I was eating little meals and stuff, but eating everything.
How many times do you eat a day?
I'm like eating like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, you do eat a lot, 5-6 times a day.
We rolled in here. It was eating a yogurt.
Yogurt. That's like one of the, that's the meal.
This kid was rolling out with a whole tray of fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
I was dying to eat one.
Who you doing your diet with?
I'm using a PI.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
No.
I hear a lot of good things
They're
about
good,
it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. I mean, Renee's cooking. I'm doing the a la carte menu from Eat Clean Bro, which is killing.
Oh,
it.
nice.
It's perfect.
Yeah, Jamie's fucking killing it, bro. He's killing it.
Definitely.
But you definitely look like you got like tighter. I mean, you never like, but you're always like bulky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I had to lose. I've been on it.
Right.
On it, you know.
Right.
I said too, this is the best time to cut down to have to make weight because like no restaurants are open.
Right.
No one really is having barbecues and fucking
Right.
cookouts and shit. So it's kind of it helps my discipline a little bit.
Right. Right. You definitely feel like more. I would say like sharper. I guess
I
coming
do.
down at 35.
I do,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now I do.
Yeah.
We'll see how when we get lower.
Right.
If you're close morning of weight cut and you know you're a pound or two over, you shave the beard off.
Oh, dude, this weighs nothing.
What did you think about the
Weighs
35s
nothing.
fighting this weekend?
Aljamain looked fucking good, man.
Bro,
I mean,
he's a
Cody would fucking.
and Cody,
really good.
Cody fucking dude, so impressive, man.
yeah.
That might be one of the best knockouts.
That might get KO
ever.
of the year.
Bro, that was so
At
fast.
the bell,
a buzzer walk off.
That was
right
so-
at the buzzer.
Talk about just letting it go. You know what I mean? That was like pull the string,
Yeah.
wing, like let it fucking go,
Literally.
man.
Literally.
Yo, and shout out to the whole team. I mean, what 4 or 5-0 right now?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Claudia, Sajara,
Caitlin. Cody.
Yeah.
You know, it's
been
fucking
going
sweet,
good.
bro.
It's
It's
going
crazy, man. Like fucking Dana White's a fucking madman, bro. Being able to
yeah.
pull this fucking off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
we
mean?
have. Listen, I hate to bust the show down, but we got no more recording time.
Oh,
So
winding down.
Really?
That's it.
How long was this podcast?
We got 8 minutes left.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
8 minutes.
Frankie's got to train early in the morning, so
Yeah.
I think that all of our listeners got a whole lot to research.
yeah. I wonder, we can put like links up for people to look at the shit.
We
that's-
can.
Bro, YouTube Pizzagate. YouTube. Oh, this is one we didn't even touch. The blue and green eye experiment.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and if you got any time left after you're done all that, Google the blue waffle as well. You won't be disappointed.
Stop.
Or Plandemic. Watch that. Out of the Shadows.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Why? Just YouTube that shit and check on your own time. You know what I mean?
Or search.
Besides that, stay positive, stay happy, stay healthy out there. Frankie's Codified coming up. I appreciate being on this show again, man.
We're gonna be a.
Probably won't ever be on again.
You're gonna be
You're gonna be dead.
Listen,
Because you're gonna be dead.
he's gonna be our resident conspiracy
Yes,
theorist.
he is.
No, I just want to say one thing. Just more love and compassion to the world. That's it. Simple.
I agree.
Simple.
I'll back
The
that all
world
day.
fucking needs that right now. I swear on everything. It's a mess of world. More just love and compassion. Just think about that. That's it.
Here we go. That's not bad advice.
I think that's easy to do in and amongst yourselves, and I think you got to do it outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's where you got to do it.
Well, like I hugged the guy in Wawa.
Yeah,
I'll hug
yeah.
anybody.
I just think there needs to be more spread of positivity and enlightenment out there, you know, and we all
Look,
have
how
the
about
same
this?
platform.
I think you just gotta. If everybody worries about themselves and treats everybody nicely, and teaches their kids to be
That's
nice
it.
and loving and not like not racist or just treat everybody the same. If you start little, you start small, and everybody does it, it'll spread.
Bro,
right?
it's free to be a nice person. You know what I mean? It's not hard. It's free. And I mean, that's all. We all have a platform. Everybody out there has their own social media, Instagram, whether you have 100 followers or 100 million followers, doesn't matter. Spreading positivity and enlightening on opposite of everything going on and just spreading love is the easiest fucking thing. Whether it's a post, a picture, or whatever it is.
It doesn't
And
have to be politically charged. Just anything. Just fucking you and your kids. That's fucking
it.
positive, bro.
that's it, man.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
You know, it's just life's too short, man. It's crazy.
Well,
But-
thanks, brother.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, boys.
Roger.
Pleasure. My arm's not that long.
Don't leave.
Oh, my bad, Jess, my bad.
Love you guys.
All right, guys. Out.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Killed it. Touched on a lot of topics. But
You did.
He was getting
What's the
so
blue
fucking
eye?
excited.
Give me the quick.
I gotta pee though. That's all I know.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed, dude.